What's up, everybody? NTCertified here, back at you with a brand new video. So today we're gonna take a look at some Nintendo Switch pickups. If I haven't told you, I only collect for the Nintendo Switch anymore. No longer do I collect for the PS4 or the Xbox One. I've taken a back seat to my retro gaming collections as well. Right now, everything is strictly Switch gang right now. So these are a stack of games that I've picked up in the last month or so, and this is a collector's edition, and we're gonna go through these right now. Let's go. All right, guys, so some of these are unopened games. I have quite the stack here. I have quite the backlog. So not every game has been played yet. I do plan to play them all. I know in the past when I've done game collection videos, people are like, what the heck, you buy games and you don't open them? That's stupid. Even though it's my money and I spend on what I want, that's besides the point. These games are gonna get played at some point or another, just not right now because I have so much other stuff that I do wanna play. So I'm gonna move quickly through the games that are sealed. Maybe come back and do a video on them at a later time, but for right now, we're gonna just do a speed run and then we're gonna get to the nitty gritty, shall we? So first game is Nintendo Switch Party Arcade. So this is just a basic game. I got it for like 10 bucks on eBay, I believe. That and another game I got like as a 2-pack for like 10 bucks. Couldn't pass it up, even though it is like shelfware, probably garbage. Reminds me of a game that is on like the Nintendo Wii. You know, those garbage games they just like kind of threw out there. It has like air hockey and bowling and basketball and all those games that you would play at like a Dave & Buster's. All right, probably not a fun game. Probably decent to play with your 5-year-old little cousin or something like that. But I figured I'd pick it up because it was so freaking cheap. Who knows how long this bad boy is gonna be like sitting around on store shelves. So next game is the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. So this came out a few weeks ago, actually, and I'm not sure how many people actually knew that this game was coming out. If you don't know, this is a THQ game. It was released on the PS4. It was actually, was it the PS4? No, released on the PS3, the Xbox 360, also on the Wii U in 2016. And now it's been re-released on the Nintendo Switch. So this is like a point and click adventure game. It actually got pretty decent reviews, but I passed on it the first time around. Told myself that I wasn't gonna pass on it this time around. Plus, nobody knew about this freaking game. Like, I walked into GameStop to pick one up and he's like, you picked up the only copy that we received. So who knows? This could wind up being a rarity also, but this one I do, think I'm gonna play at some point. I just got to get around to it. The next game is the next game on my list that I really, really want to play. This is Salt and Sanctuary. Amazing art style, and I know it's like crazy difficult to master and beat, but I'm so looking forward to getting into Salt and Sanctuary. Like I can't wait. I can't wait. And this is it's like one of the collectors or the special editions. Inside it comes with a 2-sided poster and an actual manual and the download code for the original soundtrack. So this is going to be really cool. I'm really looking forward to this. Pick this up on Amazon when it released. Next up is SNK Heroines, whatever, Tag Team Frenzy. So this is all of the SNK females from the various SNK franchises in tag team battle. It is the fighting game of all SNK fighting games. Not really, but it's the SNK female game of all SNK female games. And I picked this one up, got this on sale. When I saw that Nintendo announced this as a title for the Switch, I was super excited. I was never gonna pick it up at retail price because I'm just not that into fighting games outside of like Injustice or Mortal Kombat. But now I have it. I just need somebody that'll play it with me because I don't have any friends. Kidding. The next game is Roller Coaster Tycoon Adventures, and this is the first game that actually, of the games that I've opened and played, I do not feel that I need to show you gameplay of Roller Coaster Tycoon Adventures. It's just not, it's just not that exciting of a game. But for me personally, I've always loved the Roller Coaster Tycoon franchise. Going into a barren land and creating a theme park just kind of warms my heart a little bit. And it takes me back to those days of playing The Sims and playing Roller Coaster Tycoon in the past and Sim City and all those types of games from my childhood. I still enjoy creating roller coasters today. It is so, I don't know, it's such a nostalgic thing for me. So I played this, didn't get very far because I got kind of bored. So what I wound up doing was like putting 5 or 6 roller coasters in a theme park and just like building my paths to those roller coasters just so I can see those roller coasters run. Other than that, I could care less about Roller Coaster Tycoon, but I don't know. Sometimes your childhood just digs in your pockets, you know? This is Aqua Moto Racing Utopia. This is the other game that I got along with Party Arcade for like 10 bucks. Just couldn't pass up on it. Now, this is not the greatest of games, I must say. What I can say is that it's the closest thing that I'm gonna get to Wave Race on the Nintendo Switch. So I picked it up. So as you can see, the game runs okay. The controls are not that great. The graphics aren't even that great. The water effects are not that great either. But it does have like a nice trick system. I mean, there are a bunch of tricks that you can do for your characters. Another thing that I like about this game, besides the fact that these are the type of games that I would have picked up on a Friday night at like a Blockbuster Video or Powerhouse Video is what I had in my local community growing up. This is the type of game that I would have picked up as a kid and played it throughout the whole weekend. And I would have been completely content, completely happy with my choice. So it plays exactly like a wave race where you have to go, you know, right and left on the buoys to proceed through the levels, and there are 10 different levels to choose from. They all vary from like daytime levels, nighttime levels, stuff like that. But the one thing that I really enjoyed about this game is that you could customize your character, and that really took me back to like the old games on like Nintendo 64 or PS1, where you can like customize your characters with just basic stuff like different colors and different hairstyles and all that stuff. Those are things that really make me happy about games like this. But it's just not a good game. Gameplay could be a lot better, but all in all, I'm happy that I have it in my collection. So the next game is Katamari Damacy Rio. This game is a re-release from the original game on the PlayStation 2. It's now on the Nintendo Switch. I was told that I must have this game in my collection, so I went and picked it up. So Katamari is an odd game, okay? There's no real skill to it per se. So King Cosmos accidentally goes and rips apart the whole solar cosmos system. All the stars are like erased. So he sends the prince to Earth to gather up all these items from these different like various levels, and all these items are what's gonna allow us to recreate space, recreate the stars and the cosmic system per se. So you're the prince and you're rolling this ball and you're just capturing everything that you can to make the biggest ball of junk possible. It's just stupid fun. And another thing that I like about it is it's super quirky, meaning like the visuals, the graphics, the story, it's silly. It's silly. And it looks like a Japanese supermarket. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Japan humor, which is always off the hook and quirky and fun. So I like this game. I mean, I enjoyed it for the most part that I played it. I think it's a decent game. It just has like a cult following to it. So you really have to enjoy quirky games to enjoy a Katamari. Our next game is Gear Club 2 Unlimited. Gear Club 2, in my opinion, is the best racing game on the Nintendo Switch. Now, do not cut my head off because I don't consider Mario Kart this type of racing game. Mario Kart is like a family racing type game. This is the Switch's best car simulator, but it doesn't play like a sim. It's like a cross between a sim. It's like a little brother of a sim, more like an arcade racer, because there is no damage done to your cars, and it just has a really arcade, it has a big arcade feel to it, okay? You only have pavement or gravel, or you have rally. There is no in between. So there's about 50 cars in this game, which is small compared to a lot of other car games out there, especially Forza or like a Gran Turismo or like a Dirt or something like that. It just doesn't even compare. But they've improved a little bit on the first one. First things first, the visuals are a lot nicer in this game. You still get to go in and customize your performance shop and things like that. They added a story. It's not a deep story, but it is a story, so that has an advantage over the first game. There's no online multiplayer. Everything's still local multiplayer and things like that. I mean, overall, it's a quick racing game. It's fun to play on your handheld. You can just pull it out, run a couple races, and just go about your business. Nothing special about it, but I picked it up for, I think, 30 bucks, and I think regular it was 50, so I figured it was a good deal. And it's an improvement over the first game, so I call that a win. Sorry guys, had to swap memory cards. I ran out of memory. But the next game is No More Heroes, Travis Strikes Again. Before I even get into this, you must know, don't let the cover deceive you. This is not a mainline No More Heroes game, nowhere near. Now, what I will say is that this game is just as quirky as Katamari in my opinion. Like the humor and just the whole atmosphere of the game as a whole is so outrageous, and you know, Suda51 is out of his mind with the Travis touchdown and his whole background and all his story and all that stuff. And this game is pretty much no different. So this is all about a game console called the Def Mark 5 or the Def Mark 3 or Def Mark 2, whatever it's called. There was more than one console, and these Def balls go into the consoles and you get pulled into it when you put the Def ball in, and you're in the freaking video game. The presentation is stupendous. The presentation is flawless. I love it. And that's Suda 51 for you. Presentation is typical Travis, though I do think it can be offensive to some. But that's the beauty of No More Heroes and Travis Touchdown. I think the gameplay is basic. There's nothing special about it. You have a strong attack, you have a weak attack, and then you can use a special power, and you kind of just run back and forth and do the same thing over and over again. So in a ways, it's pretty repetitive, but the story will keep you going. There's a really, really nice story behind it. But if you can't get through the repetitive gameplay, this may not be the game for you. The final game in this massive Capcom box, because Capcom and their special editions are always huge. This is Annamu Warlords, and this is the Japanese version because there was no physical version in the US. So I pre-ordered this from Play Asia. If you are not aware of Play Asia, check out their website. They have a lot of physical titles that are not released in the US. A lot of Switch games, PS4 games, Xbox One games that you won't find anywhere else because they're like region exclusive, Japan or China or Europe or something like that. It's a really good place to get, you know, games that you can't find or imports. And a handful of Switch games actually have English subtitles, and this is one of those games. So this is why I chose to get it. And this is the, I think the Gemma edition. So this comes with the physical game. It also comes with the soundtrack, and it comes with a wall scroll that I'm probably not gonna take out of the box. But I was thinking about hanging the wall scroll somewhere in this room, but every spot in here is like freaking prime real estate, man. It's like I'm always looking for new places to like hang things in this room, and then I wind up regretting it later. But I plan to open this very, very soon because I never finished Annamu. I never finished any Annamu games on the PlayStation when I was young, and I remember playing them. So this is gonna get cracked open very soon. I'm gonna hop into it, and I cannot wait to play it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So this is the last of all of my pickups tonight. So in conclusion, I would like to thank everybody for making it to the end of the video. If you made it to the end, you get a gold star because you are amazing. Thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I am NTCertified. Do not forget to click that subscribe button so you can join the Certified Club. We would love to have you. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. That is a huge, huge milestone. We are back on the grind, people. I appreciate you, and I will see you for the next video. Peace.